ya! Got him! There! See ya! Take this! Here we go! It's over! So long! Yeah! Yeah! See ya! There! It's over!
As stated previously, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross will be shutting down on May 30th. On this date, Union Cross will no longer be playable and the story will have been concluded. This April, the Union Cross story will be finishing and the final chapter will have been written. We talked a little bit about this in yesterday's video, but I wanted to focus today more so on the story aspect of it and what exactly the ending of Union Cross kind of means for us going forward. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross is a Kingdom Hearts game that is very important to a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans. Although I know the more traditional old school Kingdom Hearts fans aren't as fond of this mobile game format, I personally am not that fond of it myself, but I'm more open to it. There's a whole subsection of the Kingdom Hearts community and content creator community as well that thrived off of this game and loved this game, and they're all really nice people who have gone into the Kingdom Hearts series through Union Cross and for the better, honestly, because the series has benefited a lot from this story and has become a lot more interesting because of the story. Characters like the Master of Master, the Foretellers, Ephemer, Skull, Brain, Ventus, Lorium, old characters got more backstory through this game, and this game really did a lot for the Kingdom Hearts plot that we're going to see a lot more of the effects of in the future in phase 2, which they are preparing for with a big announcement in 2022 for the 20th anniversary. I honestly can't wait to see how the story will conclude. It seems like it's going to be concluding with one big final update. Maybe we'll get another update next month, but I doubt it. Based off of this announcement, this end of service announcement, it seems like Union Cross will conclude with one update this April, and then the server will still be up for the remainder of that month and the following month, and then it will all be over. They currently have suspended all jewel sales, and there likely won't be any major updates or events leading up to then. I would love it though if they did one final like big send-off event as a thank you for playing. I think that would be pretty cool. But let's go ahead and read exactly what they're going to be doing with Union Cross when the 4.40 update does come out. They're basically going to be going all towards cutscenes, no playable segments, just cutscenes. As they state here, replay the story in theater mode, watch the story from beginning to end, and customize your player avatar. You will be able to use whatever parts you wish for your avatar. All of the costumes that were likely available during the story, you will probably be able to use to customize your player so cutscenes look the way you want. So if you want to have a goofy player during your cutscenes, then you can have that. If you want to have Cloud Strife in your cutscenes, basically, you can have that. That should be pretty cool to see. Same thing with the Keyblades. You can also equip whatever Keyblade you want as well. And all of the Keyblades will be available. The Proud Mode Keyblades, you don't have to grind for them, you don't have to level them up or anything, because story quests, medal leveling, enhancement, all of the playable parts of the game will no longer be available, and that does kind of suck. Though Classic Kingdom will still be playable, but just not that. You will be able to view your records, however. You can view your records from the time of data transfer with the version update. So it seems like they'll log a lot of your information, so you can look back and like kind of reminisce over what you did play. I think it would be cool though if they did leave some sort of offline playable mode for Union Cross. I think that would be a really cool way to kind of keep its legacy, I guess you can say, because I know it was pretty sad for a lot of people when Key Browser also went away, even though there was way less people playing that, but it was still pretty sad that that went away and a lot of people just couldn't play it anymore. You weren't able to play it anymore, but with Union Cross, the same thing is going to be be happening, it seems. And it's a little unfortunate. So with the story of Union Cross ending next update, a lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of things. And they kind of alluded to it in a cutscene during the Wreck-It Ralph world, which I'll speak even more on in another video. But the Darklings are looking for a specific Keyblade wielder, and it's very likely that that Keyblade wielder that they're looking for is probably the one that Lushu is said to bequeath his Keyblade to amidst the chaos. So that is very likely going to be happening in the next update, and we are likely going to be seeing who Lushu bequeaths his Keyblade to, which of the Union leaders gets that no-name Keyblade, that Goat of Atonement, whichever name you prefer to go with. But really though, I still get on this game every once in a while, like I'd say a couple times a month, just to get on and see what's been going on, see what new medals came out. Around when the anniversary came, I definitely pulled for a lot of the anniversary medals, and it was pretty nice to get. I got that Charlottesville medal. Union Cross was a genuinely really fun game for a long time, and honestly, I never really got that bored of it. Like, when I stopped playing Union Cross, it wasn't out of boredom or out of hatred for this mobile game or anything. It was more so just, I didn't want to put a lot of time into a mobile game during that time. A big reason I was able to play it as much as I was in general was because I was in school, and there was a lot of moments where I was bored in class, or I just had free time. I was in study hall, and I would just play Union Cross. I'll be like, all right, well, let me grind a little bit in Union Cross right quick. It was really easy to do that, but as I started shifting focus more towards other things and I got out of school, I found myself not having nearly as much time to play Union Cross, and additionally, I was at my computer a lot more, and when I'm on my computer, I'm not necessarily staring at my phone screen, so I'm not playing mobile games when I'm at my computer or when I'm like on my PS4. But when I'm out and about, I'll definitely turn on Union Cross every now and then. But I say all this because I know that a lot of people don't like Union Cross, and that's okay. I know a lot of people don't like mobile games in general, mostly because a lot of business practices that mobile games tend to have with their gacha system, which I can understand perfectly. But there's a lot of good that this game has done. And the story for this game, I genuinely think, is fabulous, and I honestly think this game brought an element of mystery that we haven't seen in the Kingdom Hearts series in years, since debatably the beginning of the series creation. Yeah, I do think it could be presented a little bit better, but honestly, the story is really, really good, and I'm partially looking forward to the shutdown for one reason in particular. Although I'm sad that it is shutting down, I'm looking forward to it for one major reason, because I'm hoping that people will be able to view the story for what it is, rather than looking at it through the eyes of someone who maybe just has a great disdain for mobile games. Be able to consume the story without the needless grinding, the events, and just everything that usually comes with a mobile game. Without having to do all that, they can just watch the cutscenes and consume it on their own pace, the way they want to. And I think that is going to bring a lot of people to enjoying the experience of Union Cross a lot more. I know one of the first things I'm going to do when this offline update does release and comes out, we're probably going to do a couple of streams analyzing and rewatching the entire story just from beginning to end and talking about what happened in full, because it will even be a different experience for me, just experiencing the story cutscene by cutscene. Yeah, you can do a similar thing on YouTube, but I feel like it's not the exact same, especially considering how the story hasn't been finished for quite a while, because some people completely skip out some of the Disney worlds, for example. Sometimes translations can be a little iffy, but for both the JP and the global versions of Union Cross, assumingly from this announcement, it seems like we're all going to be caught up when this update does happen. But I have a lot of fond memories with this game, and I really do wonder what's going to happen in the ending. I feel like a lot of big events are going to happen. We're going to get some big reveals. One of those big reveals likely being Lushu bequeathing his Keyblade to one of the 5 as stated in the secret reports of Kingdom Hearts 3. So be on the lookout for that for sure. Definitely want to keep my eye out. They kind of hint at it in the recent Wreck-It Ralph update, actually. But aside from that, though, tell me some of your guys' predictions. What do you think is going to happen in the finale of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross? What are some of your fondest memories with the series? And what do you think about it going offline in general? Do you think this is a good decision, a bad decision? Do you think they should keep it up? How do you feel about it? it. We will be making a follow-up video to this as well, talking more about Dark Road and exactly what they're doing with that game, because what they're doing with that game is very interesting and a little weird, but very interesting nonetheless. But that'll be all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already, and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.